Rabbit and Crash Distraction. But no, they don't back up that far.
No, they're just fooling with us. One blocker in the penalty box for Team White and a lead jammer for Crash Distraction of Team Purple.
Iron Rabbit now out on her scoring pass. 4 points up for Purple, who's going to call it off. So at the beginning of the first half, first score, 4-0.
It'd be weird if it just like totally started over.
Yep, that's it.
Like they didn't let you see what the score was in the first half and then they added it together at the very end.
It's a secret.
Tiny Nuke does not agree that that is a good idea. So I guess we'll just keep showing the whole score.
Maybe we'll do that for the next special Jet City Bombers
Oh my
event.
God, that would be great.
Madison in for Team White. Go-Go in for Team Purple.
And Team Purple Go-Go lead jammer. 2 straight jammers in the lead for Team Purple. Go-Go through, bump to the inside, calls off the jam. Grab 2 points, but 3 points for Madison and Team White. Make that 3 points for Purple. I apparently can't read fingers.
Alexis of Evil in up against Chaos.
The real question, is Chaos chaotic neutral? Good, evil? We may never know.
Oh my God, you nerd.
I'm just trying to make Nanny shake his head, and it seems to be working, so that's good. Chaos out the front, lead jammer working past Slayla. And Chaos calls off the jam just as she reaches the pack. A 0-0 jam.
Not a really high scoring half so far.
No. If we didn't have these other scores, we would think it's a 4-point game.
Once again, Iron Rabbit up against Crash Distraction.
Now we're rolling back.
Hello, ladies. How you doing? And they're off.
And Crash Distraction right around the outside. Wide open lane, lead jammer, Team Purple.
Crash Distraction with a little hop over on the inside, picking up 5 points. Calling off the jam now.
And a back block to Iron Rabbit just before that jam was called off. The 106-25. 125, that is, not just 25.
That'd be quite the
Don't
blowout.
worry, Nuke. We didn't suddenly pull 100 points off the board.
Quite the blowout if it was.
It would be.
Ash Kicker heading towards the pivot line now. She goes around the outside, tries to hold on by a toe stop, but can't quite do it. Comes in a little too early, picks up the cut track.
So we will swap out our jammers.
Iron Rabbit released. So now Power Jam, Team White.
No pack called. Iron Rabbit keeps the foot inbounds, lead jammer, Team White.
Neighbor of the Beast trying to hold on with one last-ditch hip check, not able to do so.
Ash Kicker out of the penalty box, slides through on the inside. Iron Rabbit taps the hips, calls off the jam. 2 points on the pass, 127. There we go, 127 to 106.
Go-Go in up against Madison. 25 minutes left in the game. Plenty of time. Still a very tight score out there. Gogo throws a little shoulder action out there, but then catches a little hip action from Chaos to go outside. Chaos and Chargemander working Gogo over at the front of the pack. Meanwhile, Madison getting beaten on a little bit by Anita Getcha. Hop, skip, and a jump. Tried to get past that hip check from Slayla. Doesn't quite get it.
Hops again this time, but Gogo out first. Lead jammer as Team Purple's defense holding up and keeping Madison from getting out and grabbing lead.
Both defenses, long time for the lead jammer to get out there. Alexis of Evil throwing a last-second hip check.
And a misconduct illegal contact call on Madison. So power jam for Gogo and 5 points up on the board. Gabs with the last-ditch shoulder to take Gogo out with the pack moving forward, so no run back involved. Chaos this time with the hip check. Five points up for Gogo, calls off the jam, a 10-point run. And that takes us to an 11-point game, 116 to 127.
Next up, we've got Requiem in for Team White, Sweet and Scowl in for Team Purple. Requiem, of course, the successor to Requiel. I was really trying to get Scott to do a spit take on that one, but oh well.
Yeah, no luck this time. You did get some laughs from the scoring table, so that was good.
Both defenses just solidifying up there. Sweet and Scowl finds an opening on the inside. She just has to beat out Strange Bird and manages to do so. It takes a decent hit doing it.
I believe she was putting her spleen back in place as she came around the corner.
Calls off the jam. Doesn't look like there's going to be, 1 point up.
And 0 for Team White. And that brings us to a 10-point game, 127-117 with 22 minutes to go.
Ash Kicker in for Team Purple. Team White sending in Iron Rabbit.
All skaters on the track. Iron Rabbit going towards the inside. Ash Kicker trapped to the out, and Iron Rabbit lead jammer. Team White.
Iron Rabbit taking advantage of an opening through like a live wire. Picks up 5 points as she goes through the pack.
And now on a power jam as Ash Kicker sent to the penalty box. Iron Rabbit bounces off of Neighbor of the Beast.
I'm going to guess that Team Purple must have started one blocker shy because they're down to 1 now.
Yes, and there's no one standing in the penalty box. So, Neighbor of the Beast
standing alone.
Pulling heavy duty. And the Iron Rabbit calls off the jam. Locking Ash Kicker in the penalty box. Picks up 15 points. 142 now to 117.
Chargemander coming in for this power start, but Purple calling for a timeout.
That'd be good.
We had a way to do it for Red City wirelessly. So we just have a laptop up here.
I gotta figure out how you guys are doing that. That would be good to see.
All right, 4-on-2 in the pack. Team White with the advantage. Chargemander with the star.
Am I accidentally recording?
And Chargemander cuts to the inside of Slayla.
So Chargemander lead, Jammer. And now here comes Ash Kicker ending the power jam as Chargemander goes around on the inside, picking up 4 points.
Avril Lamine out of the penalty box, bringing the Team Purple black pack back up to 2, now 3. As Ash Kicker looks for room on the outside, not enough of a gap, and Chargemander through for 5 more. Both jammers bump to the inside. Ash Kicker finally finding her way out to complete the initial pass. Chargemander calls off the jam. 4 points up. So a 13-point run for Team White.
Team White opening it back up again. As the clock ticks down towards 19 minutes left in the game. Little Miss Hyde out up against Go-Go. 4-on-3 advantage, Team White in the pack.
Go-Go looking for room on the inside, nothing doing. Little Miss Hyde also looking to the inside, nothing doing there. Oh, and cuts the track as the run back catches her.
I think both of them got, and it was a race.
So in and out both jammers, and we're going 2 minutes total, or 1 minute 24 seconds from now. Little Miss Hyde bumps to the ground, jukes around Alexis of Evil, and finally clears the pack on the initial pass.
Ella Fitzgerald slamming 2 of her teammates together in order to block Little Miss Hyde.
You would think those teammates' names were Scylla and Charybdis, but they weren't.
Ooh, classical reference.
And a back block called on Little Miss Hyde.
Power Jam Go-Go.
Go-Go spinning through, Requiem getting in the way, taking a shove and then a dodge from the anti-neutrino.
Trying to stretch that pack out.
Fortunately for all of us, no actual neutrinos on the track. Have some sort of explosive result. Time ticking down on the jam. And Go-Go not reaching back as Little Miss Hyde released from the penalty box just at the end.
And Purple calling for a timeout once more.
1:58, 1:22, 16 minutes, 30-ish seconds to go. One more reminder, your trading cards are available at the merchandise table in the back corner by the big chalkboard. So head on back there to collect your trading cards. Each skater has a pack suitable for exchanging. That's why they call them that, trading cards.
Huh.
Yeah, fun fact. Crash distraction jamming against the Iron Rabbit. Everyone on the track for the first time in several jams, it feels like.
Iron Rabbit tripped up, has to recycle. Crash distraction on the outside. Making her way through.
Is lead jammer, but slightly behind the Iron Rabbit.
Both of them put on the gas, trying to catch up.
Crash distraction, causing some distraction and then sneaking through the pack. Grabs the 4 points.
Picks up her 4 points, goes to the outside. Picks up 5 points this time for the jammer lap.
And calls off the jam. 2 points for the Iron Rabbit. So a 7-point gain, 131 to 160.
And Strange Bird out for Team White. Slayla out for Team Purple.
Slayla looking to the outside, now cutting back to the in. Strange Bird, pressure on the purple pack to the outside. Both jammers stumbling, rumbling, bumbling through, and Requiem with the shoulder shrug takes Slayla out and rolls back.
Both jammers on the outside now, rolling back through. Team Purple extends that recycle as much as possible.
And Strange Bird closed down and out of bounds once more. Slayla pushing on Requiem. Chargemander with a hip to bumper out of bounds. And now on a power jam as Strange Bird heads to the penalty box. And lead jammer Slayla.
Slayla goes on the inside, finds an opening. Picks up the 5 points.
Nice bit of offensive maneuvering by Team Purple.
Team White speeding things up here. Slayla is more than a match for it as she makes her way through on the inside again.
Stays low enough to stay in bounds. Calls off the jam, a 10-0 run, 141 to 160, 14 minutes to go.
Go-Go in against Like a Livewire. Like a Livewire instigating some jammer-on-jammer violence out there.
But thoroughly legal violence.
Oh, yes.
That multiplayer block violence, not so legal. As Go-Go is out first, lead jammer. 3 straight jams, the Team Purple has had lead.
Like a Livewire getting some juice through there, finds an opening on the inside, picks up 4 points. 4 points all around.
You get 4 points, and you get 4 points. And Leica holding on the edge. 1 to beat. Hella Fitzgerald tries to close the door, not able to. Like a Livewire clear.
Rainbow Crash and Track Warrior trying for some sandwiching on Go-Go.
But Go-Go also out of the pack for 4 points. As Leica rolls through for 4 more. Go-Go cutting through the middle. Bouncing off of Rainbow Crash. As Leica Livewire gets the lap point that time with a 5-point pass.
17 to 8, or 17 to 12 rather. So a 5-point lead on that one for Team White. So we can knock down to 12 minutes or so left in the game.
And we will have Chaos jamming for Team White, Crash Distraction for Team Purple. Crash trying to use her airbender skills to move the pack forward.
You're just full of the geek references tonight, aren't you? Normally it's me, but
I know. I had to pick up the slack.
Crash Distraction muscling her way through on the outside to become lead jammer. Chaos still running up against some resistance back there, like Nika Hip. Crash Distraction trying to go up the inside one more time, gets tripped up and has to recycle. Nika Hip, or Chaos trying to hang on, not quite able to.
And Lollipopper called for a penalty and sent to the penalty box. Chaos rolls back as Crash Distraction through the pack with 5 points, calls off the jam. Alexis of Evil set to jam for Team Purple. Chargemander jamming for Team White.
One blocker advantage for Team White.
We announcing this golf style now?
Chargemander moves up, makes her way through, and becomes lead jammer.
Yeah, that's not going to work. Alexis of Evil also out of the pack. As Chargemander looking for points, bumped out of bounds, taps the hips, calls off the jam. 0-0 each side.
Gabs up against Go-Go. This jam rated G. Both teams up to full strength up on the pivot line. Gabs muscling her way through right up the middle. So she is lead jammer.
Nicely done, Gabs. Go-Go bumped to the inside. Had to roll back. As Gabs works through, grabs the 5 points.
Rainbow Crash locking it down on Go-Go. She passes it off to Slayla.
And Slayla tumbling over Hella Fitzgerald. Hella called for the forearm penalty prior to that collision because you're totally allowed to trip up your own team. It's just the other team you can't trip up. Slayla finally clears the pack. Gabs through with 10 points, now rolling through for another 4 and calls off the jam. So we sit 191 to 158, 8 minutes to go in the game. Anita Getcha with the star for Team Purple. Iron Rabbit jamming for Team White. And the Iron Rabbit is through, lead jammer. Anita Getcha giving chase quickly. Iron Rabbit winding out to in. Calls off the jam, but 4 points for Anita Getcha as well.
And that will bring in Chaos for Team White and Crash Distraction for Team Purple. Both skaters deciding to go right up the middle. Until Chaos decides inside. Crash Distraction decides that sounds good. Neither of them having much success, though.
Not so much as the defense tightening up. Chaos fighting with Alexis of Evil. And Alexis of Evil picking up the high block after being shoved into Chaos. And the star pass off to Lollipopper. Not lead jammer. That would be Chaos, and Chaos calls off the jam.
0-0 jam there. That will bring up Rainbow Crash against Slayla.
Layla with a little shoulder for Rainbow Crash. One blocker in the penalty box. 14 purple and Rainbow Crash lead jammer. We're approaching the 5-minute mark. Slayla pushing through.
Rainbow Crash fending off a shoulder check from Avril Lamin, picking up 4 points. Slayla makes it through now for 4 points.
Strangebird giving chase. And ends up too far ahead of the pack and does not return to the pack. Picks up the failure to reform penalty. An 8-4 run for Team White.
5 minutes left in the game. Iron Rabbit now up against Anita Getcha.
Anita Getcha up the inside, trips over the line and down, and out the front. Iron Rabbit lead jammer.
Anita Getcha now on the wrong end of Chargemander up there.
5 points for the Iron Rabbit. And the Iron Rabbit, wide lane on the outside edge. Here's the bench saying call it. Says, I'm going to get some points first, and then I'll call it.
8-1 jam, opening it up to 211 to 167. Just under 4 minutes left. We have Little Miss Hyde facing off against Lollipopper.
And again, both teams full strength. We wind down a final game of our long day, and Lollipopper lead jammer hopping over the outside.
Little Miss Hyde now loose as well.
Lollipopper thinking she was in, but Red Zeppelin saying, no, 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 you back up a little more, please.
Lollipopper picking up 4 now. Little Miss Hyde having some trouble. No, and I believe there's a 4. Was it a cut track? Cut
penalty.
track on Team White. So power jam Lollipopper.
Lollipopper now on the second scoring pass of this power jam. Forced out of bounds. Failure to reform called on Madison, and Lollipopper steps through, grabs the 5 points, calls off the jam, locking number 99 Little Miss Hyde in the penalty box.
And Team Purple will bring out Ash Kicker for this power start.
Ash Kicker taking the straightaway run up.
2 minutes left in the game. 31 points separating these two teams as Team White tries to accelerate.
Ash kicker bumped out of bounds. Little Ms. Hyde out of the penalty box and cuts right through the purple pack and grabs lead jammer. The lead jammer steal. Little Ms. Hyde bumped out of bounds. Ash kicker hops over the inside to grab 4 points. And Little Ms. Hyde calls off the jam.
Under duress.
Yes, but does pick up 2 points, 214 to 185. Minute to go in the game.
And one more time for Iron Rabbit versus Crash Distraction. This time everyone's starting pretty much on the jammer line.
Intriguing.
It's very new. Iron Rabbit up the inside, makes her way out, so she is lead jammer. Crash Distraction makes her way through up the middle. Both of them now on their scoring pass. Crash Distraction coming right through and just bulldozing.
And not surprisingly called for the back block. Someone called for a back block.
Iron Rabbit, I believe, was called for the back block originally there. So Crash Distraction on a power jam for Team Purple.
This is what happens when stuff happens at the other end of the track and I can't see it because of all the bodies in the way. Crash Distraction screened off by Anita Getcha, finally able to break out. The second 5-point run, 10 total now, 195 to 214. Crash trying the hop of the apex, but not landing in bounds. Iron Rabbit now out of the penalty box and through the pack, grabs 4 points.
Both teams clawing for every point that they can get here.
And Iron Rabbit claws through for 5. Crash Distraction passes the star off to Alexis of Evil. 3 points coming through on the helmet cover as Alexis is out of the pack and puts them on. Hops over the corner and lands it perfectly, 4 points. That takes Team Purple to 202. As the Iron Rabbit forced out of bounds and cuts the track, but time runs out on the jam. And that is our game.
Holy cow.
So there you have it. That is our final game. Everyone come down to the track for your free high fives.
We got to figure out a way to charge for those high fives.
Next time we gotta get more camera operators.
Yes. Well, ideally we'd have enough people to even do shit.
And if you're players, you can get some from some extremely tired referees.
All right, we are finally final. So Team White is your winner. Team White, take your lap. And keep your hands out for their opponents, Team Purple. All right, teams white and purple, figure out your MVPs and meet me right here in the middle. I will give a warning to parents of skaters on the ultraviolets. I'm going to be recruiting you to help clean up the space. So while the kids gear down, you can meet me over by those bleachers over there, and I will hand out assignments. It's going to be quick. The more people, the faster. And let's give one more large round of applause for our now exhausted referee crew. You guys are awesome. Y'all ready? You look ready. Team Purple, you got your MVP figured out yet? All right, you guys ready? All right, we will start over here. Team White, who you got?
Hella.
Hella Fitzgerald. And Team Purple. Now they need a second. They got to debate. No, they don't have to debate. All right.
Olwen.
All right. Congratulations, you guys. We're going to take a team picture for everybody. And we will thank everyone for coming. And if you can meet me over by those bleachers to get your assignments for cleaning stuff up, that would be super awesome.